Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Welcome back to the show where we interview the nation's leading real estate entrepreneurs. And man, I got to tell you, I got a treat for you guys today. I've got two phenoms in the house. I've got Jeff Mcleister and Laurie Klaus. Did I say your names right?
Yeah.
You got them swapped. Laurie Mcleister and Jeff Klaus.
Laurie Mcleister and Jeff Klaus. How it reads on the sheet is actually Laurie and Jeff Mcleister and Klaus. So I did my best.
It's an app thing, okay? I did the best.
Yeah, I know. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. I realized I started reading and was like, oh no. Well, we're gonna have a great conversation today, y'all. They've got some incredible experience. Jeff is a former chemist, and Laurie has been working in hospitals forever. They do some crazy stuff. They're raising a bunch of money. Jeff's been investing for over 30 years, and they've been together for 6, Mastermind, and together to put something special together. So we're gonna hop right into it. Thanks for being here, y'all. Just before we get started, keep in mind, folks, at Investor Fuel, we help real estate investors, service providers, and real estate entrepreneurs 2 to 5x their businesses, which allows them to build the businesses they've always wanted, to allow them to live the lives they've always dreamed of. With that being said, Jeff, Laurie, welcome to the show today.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Most welcome. I'm really excited for our conversation, but before we get talking some real estate, there is a but. And all it is give us a little bit of background on how you guys got together, what you guys are into, and what got you here today.
Well, how we got together is crazy, and I'm just going to get it out there for the world so everybody can get over it.
They met on Tinder. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Well, we did.
Yeah, we did.
No way!
We did! Okay? That's why I said you can just get over it now.
Yeah.
All right? Just stop it. Okay? There's a story. I'm from 2 hours away in rural cowgirl country, and he is LA city boy, and we're very different, and yet it works. So the only way we met was my son said, I'm tired of you being alone and being with cowboys. Go meet somebody. He does my profile, swipes, and he pops up. And well, the rest is history. So it's pretty much that in a nutshell.
Yep.
For the record, I want to get out there before, Jeff, you have a chance to say something back to that I did not know that before I said it. So, Jeff, go ahead. What an amazing... I'm sweating bullets right now. I can't believe...
Yeah, when you did that, did she tell you?
I didn't. That's hysterical.
I was just trying to be funny.
Went, kiddos. It's how it went, kiddos.
That's amazing. I love it. All right, Jeff, what did you have to say to that?
It is exactly how it happened, and she drove all the way down here because we spent probably a couple of months just communicating, texting back and forth, and I had like an arthroscopic knee surgery, and so I couldn't meet her. She was like an hour and a half away, and I was gonna fly over there to see her.
Grand entrance.
Yeah, but
I was tired of waiting.
She got tired of waiting, and so she came down here, and we met at Starbucks, and then went to Benihana. And
So you can tell I'm the one that goes.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Yeah, she's the go-getter. The sort of like, I don't know, what am I doing? Okay.
A little more on the cautionary side there, Jeff.
Pretty much, yeah.
There's a big yin and yang we always talk about. Misfit teams were very different. I'm very country, he's very city. Try to collide those together, make those worlds now business. It's insane.
So now, let me ask you this. You guys are doing a lot. You've got a lot going on within the real estate space. The Misfit team, buying and holding with separate companies, 5-Star Property Management, BSF Global Ventures. Like, what's day-to-day look like for you guys right now?
We are just busy.
Crazy.
It is crazy.
It looks like, so at first we had our calendar all the way open, and then we totally overwhelmed ourselves. Thank you, Pace Morby.
Yeah.
And Gator community, love you. Love everybody about the investing world and every mastermind we're in. Love, love, love them. However, the more you sink yourself in, the more you get sucked in. And I can't tell people enough, it's if you don't show up for this, you're already behind. The more you show up, the busier you get. And if you're not overwhelmed, you're not making money. So are we overwhelmed every day? Absolutely. I make sure of it. I put Jeff in an overwhelmed state, and if he's not, I make sure he is every day.
And I'm still here.
And he's still here. And we
How
have
do
a
you
lot
feel
of fun
about that,
shenanigans
Jeff?
why we do it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, it's a lot of, we went from, maybe onesie, twosie doing things to now we're talking to all these different investors. We're
20
working
deals
with
in the background.
Yeah, we get all these things that are being presented to us, and we just one of our big deals that we've got going on right now is we just we're in contract to buy 8 single family and 1 fourplex all in one contract, and so that is what we've been raising capital for to try and get the funds to take that down, and then we're going to dispo out the 8 single family, because all we really wanted was the fourplex, but they wouldn't break it up. So
our sweet spot for our buy box for anybody watching is multifamilies all over the United States. We're in California. We don't particularly like the hold in California, and if everybody knows, you know. If you know, you know. Okay, so New Kensington, Pennsylvania is where these fourplexes are. If any end buyers are out there, we've got them in contract. Anybody need private money? We're raising capital, $50K. So, and that's what we do in the Bird is we flew to Washington to raise capital, and I'm like, hey, before we land, I want this money. I want my end buyers.
Right.
Well, now we need to fly again because I still don't have my end money, and we're flying tomorrow, and we're doing another challenge. Yeah. I still need my end buyers and capital.
Yeah. And plus, in addition to that, we have been doing a development project. We took a 5-acre parcel, split it down. Right now we're at 5 parcels. We're probably going to do another 2 parcels out of that, and either going to build or we're going to sell to a builder 4 of those parcels. We're in underground construction on that. So that coupled with all these other activities are keeping us quite busy.
We're busy.
So what do you do to manage a schedule like that? Like, do you have assistants? What are some secret hacks that you guys have to fit it all in?
Sure. We have individual calendars, and we use Pace Morby's calendar series, it just works. I was very much a calendar person. I had my life already calendared out for years. I used to use Google Calendars. Excuse me. We still use it.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
But I use it in layers now. So Jeff has a calendar, I have a calendar, my son has, every kid in my life has a calendar, every employee does. And then we have a family non-negotiable, and that's our most important calendar we spend the most time on, because we spend 4 hours on Sunday. And once we fill that non-negotiable, Jeff's girls, my boys, our time, our family time, trips, whatever it is, whatever your family non-negotiable in our lives, we then open up all of our other calendars. And then we say, well, these were our non-negotiables and everything else has to be rescheduled. Because if you let your life control you, it will. And we have 6 kids between the two of us. So we have to have everybody scheduled, know where everybody's at. All of our employees need to know where everybody's at. And then we merge those calendars together because everybody has access to them. And so nobody should not know where everybody's at all times if they look at their calendar, and where our non-negotiables and where Jeff and I will be. So that's how we control the craziness.
That's awesome.
It's still crazy.
Yeah.
Systems and processes. That's how businesses rise and fall.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And I come from running 3 hospitals, and big RCFEs, and so I take places that are in the dumps and put those systems into place. So systems have been in the place since the day I've met Jeff, because that's who I am. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%. So tell me a little bit about what you guys do with this bird.
Shenanigans, fun, flying. A lot of these looks from Jeff, because I always make no mistake, every camera, every video, every paragraph, it has nothing to do with him. He's flying the plane, everybody, he's the pilot. I'm the button pusher, I'm the shenanigan starter, and I'm the one that drives him nuts all the time. And I pointed in his face, hey, let's check on Pilot Jeff. We're raising capital. And then he gives me the, not now look, because he's trying to not kill us.
Yeah, I'm trying to fly the plane.
So what we do in the plane is a lot of Jeff flew, I jumped. I'm a very big thrill seeker. So when we pair together, it is like dynamite, right? Like, of course I want to fly. Can I jump? And he's like, absolutely not. So we're still arguing about that to this day. But the point is, what do we do with the plane? We keep our sanity. I always want to jump. Well, the door popped open in Cheyenne and I almost got my chance. And then Jeff banked the plane because he couldn't, find the runway. So there's all kinds of stuff that goes on in that plane. But basically we talk about life, love. And if we don't kill each other in 30 days in a tiny little plane, well, we have the best partnership in life, love, and business you can ever put together, because 2 people cannot do what we do and not still like each other every day if we didn't have one heck of a bond.
Yeah, well, we flew across country last year from California to Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Landed on the dot, which
Orange
is
dot.
If you're into aviation, you definitely know about this. Oshkosh, Wisconsin. It's like the biggest
Air show.
flight show in the world. 10,000 planes descend onto this area in a 1 week period of time.
So we use Girly Bird, which is our plane. She is a Sportsman 2+2 Glass Air. She's an experimental, so we can manipulate her. She's been in the shop getting new autopilot because we've been hand flying all these years. Not him. Sorry, he the pilot. I never fly. He been flying.
Yes.
I've been pushing buttons all year long. Well, now we're getting a lot more buttons, fun buttons, things I don't even know about, but I'm going to learn. Jeff's mic went out, so I've been talking on the radio the last couple flights. Well, that's been a you-know-what to begin with, because I've been getting yelled at. People are coming at me online. I make one mistake and I say one thing wrong to ATC and everybody comes for me. I'm funny and everybody loves me. So I took that one down. But the point of the story is the bird is our safety.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Believe it or not, our sanity.
Yeah.
We fly a lot when we're stressed.
Yeah, because the only thing you can do when you're stressed is you fly. You can't
think about
anything else, because if you don't, then you're going to get in trouble.
So when you get in the plane, yes, we can, when things are going well, we can talk about silly shenanigans and I can get good footage for our capital raising challenge or whatever we're doing, because we're always doing something. But 90% of that time, it is Jeff and I together trying to fly that plane, and he's the pilot. I'm looking at so many instruments he's taught me to look and see if the plane's going to go down. Is it going to go in the green? Is it going to in the yellow? How can I help him get us alive to the next airport?
So in the panel, we have this section just like a TV screen, and there's engine instruments, and the engine instruments are blocked by my stick. My stick comes up like this. The engine instruments are back here. And sometimes you can't see them, but she can see them. And she said, hey, you're in the red.
In the yellow belly.
Yeah.
You're in the yellow belly. I always tell him, you're in the yellow belly. If he doesn't go from yellow to really quickly, he's going to go into red and we're going to have engine out and off we go. Like no bueno. So, okay, we've experienced so many shenanigans of dead planes on the runway because he's killed it. So
mounted flying.
I don't get to sit there and have the luxury of
mixture fuel, is critical.
If anybody's ridden in a small plane, I don't know how you can sit as a passenger, and I don't have the personality to say, I'm just going to sit here and trust you. I'm a very big personality. I want to know everything. I'm going to learn everything. And even though I don't want to fly it, boy, I'm going to know everything about it. I'm going to emergency land it because that I'm learning. Because what if we're not spring chickens. What if it just and I have to save us? Well, I need to know how to land. And I need to know every button in that plane. So I learn it every day for 6 years. So I know her really well. So the early bird, we both know really well. We feel her. She talks to us and we listen and then we don't die. That's pretty much how it goes.
Love it. That's why I'm scared of flying. It's the same thing when I drive a car. Like if I'm going anywhere with anybody, I'm driving because I don't want to be in a situation where I'm not in control. When I'm out of control, it freaks me out.
Well, wait a minute. You're wearing a cowboy hat. Are you a cowboy in any way?
100%.
Let's talk about that mindset. What have you been on? A horse, a bull? Because that's a mindset.
Sure. 100%.
Okay.
That's why
let's
I'm a
talk
cowboy.
let's talk about your mindset because I'm a cowgirl. So I know as well as you do, and I'm going to call you out on mindset here. You cannot control a horse or a cow. What do you have to do? You have 100%. To listen, you have to trust, and you have to learn their language. So, how come you don't trust your driver or pilot? Because I trust him with my life. I'll let him go yellow.
Because I don't know the pilot. That's my point.
I
don't know the guy.
Him. Yeah. Here's what I tell him. I know this guy so well and trust him so well. I've told him a million times, give me that look again in the plane when I have a camera in your face, and I'll let it go yellow belly, and then we go down. And I'm okay with that. Okay, I'm not afraid of falling. I know what it's like to fall because I've jumped off of everything I can jump off of. So he don't push me and look like that. He don't give me those looks very often.
Jeff looks like he doesn't like to fall.
No.
He doesn't. He likes to float. I like to fall.
No, that's why I fly in a plane and not a helicopter. Helicopter, once you lose that rotational lift, you're going down. At least with a plane, I can fly and glide. for a while, depending on how high I'm at, right?
This is not a problem. It's a mindset. You put a parachute on your back and you are excited when it goes down and you just jump. It's a mindset about getting on a horse. You learn it. It's a mindset. You deal with it. Everything in life is a mindset. You overcome it, conquer it, and you just mold with it and you go. I always jump. I learn it, jump, and go.
Do you think things happen to you or for you?
I think happen for us.
Absolutely.
Because I go get it.
No question.
Yeah. I'm a go-getter.
Yeah.
I've lived on my own since I was 15, people. So there you go. I've been a single mom for over 20 years. Again, Jeff and I are not married. We still do everything separately because I'm that independent. I love
Are you that
him
independent? Oh shoot, we're about to get real. Are you that independent or are you that scared? What is it?
Ooh.
You called me out on the cowboy thing, so we're just gonna.
This is getting good.
Yes, it's
getting good.
I'll explain it. It is another mindset rule of mine. I don't need him, which is why we're not married, kids. But I love him and I want him. Always. And I trust him with everything. He's even in my will. So, that's a mindset, kids. How can I love somebody I'm not married to? And there's no paper. And yet, he's the first one on my trust because he controls all my kids because I still, Oh, wait. Maybe I shouldn't say that because this is live. I hope my son doesn't watch this. But anyway, I trust him right now a lot. Let's cut that out. Is there any way we can cut that out? Anyway.
No. There's not. That's okay. That's all right.
We just won't tell them about it.
Regardless, it doesn't matter about a paper to me, and it's a mindset. If you trust somebody, whether it's a horse, pilot, business partner, then you do not fail that person. If it goes both ways, well, then you have a bond that can never break, and you can trust that person with everything. That's Jeff to me. Does that make sense?
That
100%. I get it.
Kids, kids are going to be kids, and they don't have 50, 60 years of living, and they're not going to go blow it on this or that. So we're building layers of protection until our kids are not,
can handle what we've done. Does that make sense? We've built a lot, and they're not ready for it yet.
Totally get that.
Yeah, you can't give somebody a Ferrari that doesn't even have the training wheels off of a little bike. Sure. So there's layers, and it's about layers.
Yeah.
Completely understand where you're coming from there. We went a little off topic with that original question,
I'm
but
sorry.
I'm gonna let that one slide.
You're the one who steered it. You steered it with Tinder.
No, what I meant was it's like what I meant is I completely agree with you, and just for the record, I think the same exact way, right? I think I was just shooting back at well, why not just get a prenup and get married then? You know what I'm saying? But it's
I just think it's because
you said the independence piece, right?
Look,
that was the key word.
Marriage is always on the table at some point if Jeff needs that in his life. I'm not so against the word. I'm against what it stands for when people change.
Yeah,
I've been married twice and divorced twice.
Yeah, it seems like.
And I feel like every time for me, I knew this person until we got married, and then it was like, now I'm divorced. So to me, I'm a Christian person, and I believe in the sanctity of marriage, believe me. But for me, it just hurt me twice. And for me, now it seems like a paper. And for me, I get so much out of Jeff and this relationship, and I never have to worry about one thing. He's protected in his kids. My kids are protected. Both of us are equal.
Absolutely.
And we're here because of a lot of reasons. We want to be. And not because we have to be.
Right.
Love that.
And yeah.
Just
I guess that's my
have
mindset with it.
Yeah, and just so you have some context, so I'm not coming from a place of judgment. My wife and I got married 6 months before we had a paper, right? So we're married now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a
we're
mindset.
believers in prenups because it's at the same time, what it ultimately comes down to is, are there some benefits to like legally being married? Sure.
Yes.
But like at the end of the day, there's way more downside for both parties.
Absolutely.
If that's the case, and there's no contingencies in place to protect you from big old daddy government coming in and snatching stuff from you, which is what the whole point of divorce is for anyways. You know what I'm saying?
There's good, bad, and ugly for everything in life.
But
and right now we just have a lot of good.
But when you look at it too, that you're in an institution with a 56% failure rate,
Right.
and it's like okay,
If you're a math guy,
yeah, it's just like, okay, what's the point? You want to be with who you want to be, and as long as you're doing right by them, and
so I guess ask us in 5 years where we are from now, because
Well,
right
sounds like
now,
Jeff's the one that's scared. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. We're gonna get off this topic.
oh my god,
Okay.
whoa,
I'm just
Bye.
kidding. I'm
Look,
just
we met on
pushing
Tinder and
every
we still love
button.
each other. We're over it.
I love it.
Okay?
You guys are so
That's
awesome.
how it happened.
You guys are awesome. I love it so much. These are my favorite conversations because we're just riffing. You know, we're just riffing.
We are. It's just yeah.
So let me ask you this: what's like big focus for you guys in the real estate space right now? What are you guys really focusing on in the next, let's say, 12 to 18 months?
BSF Global Ventures and raising capital.
Yeah, because
Tell me more.
I think so. We believe that if you have capital that you can promote on your projects and other people's projects, and you come from an investor mindset, that you can do a lot better good than you can if you go to a bank or some of these other lenders that are they're not adapting to what's out there. You want to be able to help these folks go and buy these projects, and you're going to be there to help them. Because like one of the things we could do, let's talk about like fix and flip, for instance. Somebody's got a project, fix and flip, and this is their first project. Let's say they really don't know that you don't hire a contractor that's driving up in a big shiny truck, because who's going to pay for that truck? Just little things like that. Or, how can you get discounts on this and this, and how do you not over improve? And
So what are we focusing on? BSF Global Ventures LLC, raising private money. I was getting my nails done right before this podcast. What did I do? Networked my behind off. Well, who did I find? A lady that owns a business right down the street from me, that her capital is $5 million a year, and she's ready to open a vineyard and doesn't know how to do the underground. So now she's going to be meeting with us tomorrow, because
first I heard of this.
She doesn't know about it because we run into the podcast. Anyway, she has a business down the street. She's a thing, and we'll get into that. But she wants to open a vineyard, and she doesn't know how to do the underground. So she wants to JV in and be our private money partner for Danville. And we're going to talk about that.
Okay.
So there's a whole bunch of stuff going on, because just getting my nails done, I think I just found our capital for our Danville. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that this person is who I say. She's amazing. So it's a big, powerful businesswoman I just met doing my nails, just because I opened my mouth because I liked her color and I wanted to copy her. And boom, I found out she's a businesswoman. I found I was a businesswoman. I'm like,
you did? You found out you're a businesswoman?
I did.
Wow.
And then I know, it's amazing.
How did you find that out?
It's amazing. I just
you talked to yourself?
I did. I talked to myself all the way through.
Are you sure?
I did. And then what I did is I said, well, great, here's my blank card, because I need to talk to you. What do you need? And that's how I always go. What do you need? How can I help you?
Yeah,
I get in so many pickles with how much can I help you. I fire people all the time and then say, why are you crying in my office? How can I help you? Well, I need a job. Okay, you're hired. What are you talking about? You just fired me. Okay, but I have 6 other companies, and I just did that the other day. So, yes, I hire people and go,
you actually do this, like literally fire somebody and hire them on the spot for another company.
Yes, I did.
She did.
I did.
That's
I kid you not.
Because what is it about?
Why'd they get fired and why'd they get rehired? I gotta know.
Let's hear it.
I gotta know.
I'll tell you why. This is mindset, people. Okay, I am a Christian person, and I've been out on my own since 15. So let's start with that, and I'll make it in a nutshell, because I love nutshells. My nutshell is I've been alone by myself all the time. Everything is grit, blood, steers. I have to do everything on my own. Well, I collect, way before Jeff, baby birds all the time. They're people I help. I've been in the nursing industry since 1995. Well, I help people. I'm a helper. That's what I do. I heal, I help. So I also collect baby birds. As I started growing and starting running businesses, now I am the practice manager. Now I am the manager of hospitals. People are coming to me with their problems and they cry all the time. It's amazing how much I'm a psychiatrist in management world. You spend 90% of your time managing people's emotions. Well, what does that tell me? People have a lot of problems and I'm always asking what next because it's so ingrained in me to help. How can I help? Well, I'll tell you why I hired from somebody in one day, because it's a practice that I run and I won't just, well, I guess everybody's going to find out. So, and I'm sure she's fine with me telling her story, but I won't say her name. So she wasn't right at the veterinary hospital. It wasn't her gig. It wasn't her thing.
It wasn't the right fit.
It wasn't the right fit. And she was only working there under 20 hours a week. So I'm like, why are you crying for net $200? I'm not understanding why you're bawling your brains out here. Well, because I won't be able to eat. For $200 is going to break you? I'm my girlfriend. I believe in you. And here's where people go wrong in management. I could not keep her as an employee there, but I knew she had value because I believed in her. She's a good person. She's young. She's just getting her feet wet and she's by herself. So what did I do? I baby bird her. Hey, are you crying over $200? Yeah. Well, what do you need? I need a job. Well, then you're hired. She was shocked. You can imagine because you were just as shocked. And she's like, what are you talking about? I said, you need to pick up all your stuff in your check and leave. I need to walk you out of this hospital because you can't be in here anymore. And then go stand by my car. And then I'm going to go explain to the owner what I just did. And then I'm going to go out and I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, which I hired a personal caregiver, an assistant. So I said, can you do that? Can you make sure I have an insurer because I have gastroparesis and I need to eat every 30 minutes and I'm too sick to do it and I'm doing all this crazy stuff? Can you just shove an insurer in my face and carry my purse? Yes? Then I'll give you $200 a week. It's that simple. While you're here, you can brush up on your resume. I can help you, baby bird, do whatever your little heart desires. Start dreaming, because if $200 is going to freak you out, come sit at my house for $200 and then we'll sit while you don't freak out and let me see how I can help you. Help yourself. Does that make sense? Now I have a little bird for life and she's fine. She only worked for me 1 week and then she ghosted me. So what did I do? I called up my baby bird and I said, why are you ghosting me, baby bird? What's going on? And she said, oh, I got a job. Well, great, baby bird. Congrats. Now don't call the bird that protected you and keep in touch with me every couple days. Great. Talk to you later, Laurie. I have so many baby birds out there and I can start naming them off. Like I could name them all off. I have fired them, gave them all the resources, and they still talk to me this day. Why? Because I don't give up on people. I care. And people have so much value. And if you look at somebody and say, you're not right for this position, but you don't look at them and ask what value do they have? How can I help them? And how can I steer them in the right direction? To me, that's not walking a Christian path. And I firmly walk in it. So that's me.
Great story.
Yeah, it's kind of me in a
Says
nutshell.
a lot about you too, right? Because most people don't do that.
Yeah, and we can fact check that. I mean, I did do that.
We don't have to. I believe you.
I hire and fire all the time. It's my
She
baby
did
bird
it.
people.
She
You guys
did.
can
I believe
call
you.
any one of my baby birds.
Well, y'all, let me ask you this as kind of a final question before we put a wrap on the
sure.
recorded portion of our show today. If you had to go back to when you guys met and start everything over from scratch, knowing what you know now, what would you do different and what would you do the same in the last 6 years?
Well, I can tell you what I've always said, and I know this is going to be a broad spectrum and probably not what you want, but I would say I'd go back to God and say, please not put us 10 years apart and make us meet earlier in life, because we could have done a lot more earlier if we had the same brain and we just got together sooner. So that's me. I just really need to have met Jeff sooner, because we do a lot, we have a lot to do, we're growing fast, and my body cannot give up on me through the process.
One of the things I would say, from the real estate perspective, don't sell anything that you fixed. Keep it. Figure out a way to keep it, because if you do that, you will be very, very wealthy. I guarantee it.
Why?
because if I told you about all the properties, I bought over 100 fix and flips, and if I kept, I'll give you the very first one I did. The very first one I did, I bought a house in Dublin, California for $200,000. I did a equity share deal on it and then sold it 4 years later and only made like $13,000. If I kept that house today, it's worth $1.45 million.
So
that's it. And
keep your
properties and don't sell them.
Yeah.
Jeff,
Yeah.
Laurie, thanks for being here today. If people want to learn more about you or what you're working on, where should they go for that?
BSF Global Ventures LLC. We are on Facebook. We are on Fly with Jeff and Laurie TikTok. My blank cards are all over social media. You can call BSF Global Ventures LLC.
Can we give you a phone number?
If you want all 6 million of our listeners to text you.
All 6 million of us, it's all over line. My number is 209-639-8784.
And mine is
She's got her own jingle for it. I love it.
Yes, she does. Mine's 925.
Hear your jingle, Jeff.
925-389-6027. How's that? 925-389-6027.
If you think that we're not this crazy, watch our videos. It's never ending with us.
It'll crack you up. I guarantee
all the time.
it.
We're this crazy and nutty. Yeah. Thank you so much. It's been amazing.
Yeah. You're awesome.
My privilege, y'all. Well, thanks for coming on.
Thanks.
Seriously. Everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's show as much as I did. We'll see you on the next episode.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.